Chapter 102 of the Quran is called Surah Al-Taka-Sur, or the rivalry and worldly increase. It consists of 8 verses. Here is a brief explanation of the verses in this chapter. Verse 1. Competition in worldly increase diverts you. This verse highlights the preoccupation of people with the pursuit of worldly possessions and material wealth. The constant desire for more and the competition for worldly increase can distract individuals from their spiritual pursuits and lead them away from what truly matters. Verse 2. Until you visit the graves. This verse serves as a reminder of the temporary nature of life and the inevitability of death. It emphasizes that regardless of the worldly competition and pursuits, every individual will ultimately face their mortality and be held accountable for their actions. Verse 3. Know, you are going to know. This verse emphasizes that despite the distractions and preoccupations of worldly competition, individuals will come to know and understand the reality of their existence and the consequences of their actions. Verses 4, 6. Then know, you are going to know. Then know, you are going to know. Know, if you only knew with knowledge of certainty, you will surely see the hellfire. These verses repeat the message from verse 3, emphasizing that individuals will come to know and understand the truth. They serve as a warning, highlighting the consequences of neglecting one's spiritual growth and focusing solely on worldly pursuits. The mention of the hellfire serves as a reminder of the potential consequences of leading a heedless and materialistic life. Verses 7, 8. Then you will surely see it with the eye of certainty. Then you will surely be asked that day about pleasure. These verses reiterate the message of the previous verses, emphasizing that individuals will witness the consequences of their actions with certainty. They will be held accountable for how they lived their lives, including the pursuit of worldly pleasures, on the day of judgment. Surah At-Takathur serves as a reminder of the temporary nature of worldly pursuits and the importance of focusing on spiritual growth and the hereafter. It warns against the distractions and preoccupations of materialistic pursuits and highlights the need for individuals to prioritize their spiritual well-being. The chapter encourages reflection on the consequences of one's actions and serves as a call to seek a balanced approach to life, valuing both the worldly and the eternal aspects of existence. Please note that this is a brief summary, and for a deeper understanding of the chapter, it is recommended to study the tafsir, interpretation, by scholars who have delved into the exegesis of the Quran. Here is some additional information about Surah At-Takathur, chapter 102, and its significance. Surah At-Takathur is a short chapter in the Quran that serves as a reminder of the distractions and pitfalls of worldly pursuits. It highlights the human tendency to engage in competition and rivalry in the accumulation of material wealth, possessions, and worldly achievements. The chapter begins by pointing out how the competition and preoccupation with worldly increase divert people from their true purpose in life. It draws attention to the obsession with accumulating more and more, which can lead to a neglect of spiritual growth and a loss of focus on the ultimate goal of attaining closeness to Allah. The repetition of the phrase, know, you are going to know, in verses 3, 6 emphasizes that despite being engrossed in worldly pursuits, individuals will eventually come to realize the truth and the consequences of their actions. This serves as a reminder that temporary worldly gains and pleasures should not be the sole focus of one's existence. Verses 7-8 emphasize that individuals will witness the consequences of their actions with certainty on the day of judgment. They will be held accountable for how they prioritized their lives and whether they sought worldly pleasures at the expense of their spiritual well-being. Surah At-Takathur serves as a wake-up call to redirect one's focus and priorities. It encourages a balanced approach to life, where worldly pursuits are pursued within the bounds of moderation and with the awareness of the ultimate purpose of life. It urges individuals to reflect on the transient nature of worldly possessions and to prioritize their spiritual growth and preparation for the eternal life to come. It's important to note that while this brief explanation provides an overview of the chapter, a more in-depth understanding can be gained by studying the tafsir, interpretation, of scholars who have delved into the exegesis of the Quran. The tafsir provides deeper insights and context to the verses allowing for a more comprehensive understanding of their meanings and implications.